again, creative friends. Here's an update on how the start of Inktober has been going. But first I wanted to say a welcome to my new subscribers. Since the last time I checked my channel analytics, there are about 20 of you new subscribers, so just wanted to say hello, welcome, and thank you for helping me grow the channel. So Inktober has started off pretty good. For my theme of 31 Dogs of Inktober, as you can see, I have got 5 drawings of dogs done. So 5 down and 26 to go. Day 1 was this sketch done from life. So sitting in front of this little dog's kennel where she was hospitalized for the day, and only had about 15 minutes, 20 at the most, to get that sketch done. Day 2, I worked from one of the photos sent by a viewer, and by working from a photo, had more time to do all this stippling, which is the small dots to create various shades of gray, and is very time consuming. Day 3, this is Ponyo, and another little mini portrait done from a photograph. Actually used 2 different photographs. A lot of times dark dogs are hard to photograph and see the details in the shadow. Day 4, this was a sketch from life of Zucchini. She's a young Malinois and did not want to strike a pose for very long at all. I resorted to getting a really quick pencil sketch done while she was more or less laying in this position. And then as she sat and stood and laid down again in various other positions, just kind of had to extrapolate on her markings to finish that sketch. And then day 5, back to another mini portrait from a photograph. And again, lots of time to do the stippling, a lot of small dots. So this portrait was kind of a mix of line work and stippling. Here is a few video clips of a couple of these in progress. I got some time lapse of the mini portrait of Ponyo. Started with a pencil sketch from the photo that shows the general outline and indicates the darkest dark areas and the lightest light areas. So I go over that pencil sketch with ink and then start inking. I begin mainly putting in the darker areas. A lot of these I'll go in and they'll be even darker later on, but want to establish the darkest darks first because that helps in putting in the middle gray values. And you can see I did work from 2 photos, mainly the larger one, but with black dogs, a lot of times the details in the shadow areas are hard to see, and so that second photo helped in putting the details, especially around where her eyes were in shadow. So once the darker darks are in, then I kind of get the a general filling in of the middle value, the in-between grays, and darkening some of those up, and just refining the differences of the different gray areas as I go. And so that's the portrait of Ponyo. The next day, I attempted to get some video of me drawing from life. I went into work about an hour before my shift started, had my sketchbook, my pens, had my iPad propped up awkwardly on a step stool, and was going to try and show my drawing of zucchini here. And she was awake. She's young. She was hearing all the commotion going on. This is out in the boarding area, and so it's noisy. There's dogs barking, people going in and out. The intercom is going, and so unlike most of all the Inktober drawings from life that I've done, that I just sketched straight off in pen, just to challenge myself. Because she was changing position a lot, I decided to start with a pencil sketch. Pencil, obviously, compared to ink, is much easier to make adjustments as long as the dog will stay more or less in the same position. It's easier in pencil if they move some to just, kind of adjust and put in, new lines showing their change in position, and just kind of keep going. As I said, make adjustments as you go. And that works as long as they'll more or less stay in the position, but it doesn't when they really make a change of pose. I gave up on that sketch, waited till she settled down a little bit, and managed to get a second quick pencil sketch done while she was more or less holding another pose. I gave up trying to video it, and from there just worked on trying to do her markings and shading while watching her in her kennel. So here is Zucchini. Please check back for the next Inktober update.